Okay, time now is 11:10 a.m. on December 6th. Okay, I actually have only 4 minutes of storage space left, so let me speed run this. I slept from 4:05 or 4:10 a.m. to like 10:45, but really I slept back so it's 11 a.m. I'm extremely tired, but it was good sleep. Like I didn't wake up in the middle or something, some shit like that. It's a Tuesday, so this means today I'm going to film history class. So that's that. Last night I ran out of time. I only watched one anime episode. That's it. I didn't even finish the damn movie that I planned to watch 2 days ago. Fuck. So I'm gonna try to finish that today. I also, today's the last chance I get to take my Duolingo English test until my ticket expires. So I literally have to do it tonight. Um, there's that. I'm here eating my pumpkin pie. Um, just want to add a couple more things about yesterday. Just a couple small things, really. I'm actually surprised I can actually finish. Like, I could have talked way less in these videos. I'm just stupid for talking more because I want to. But part of the reason why I ran out of time yesterday is because I spent a hefty amount of time chatting with Pepper and Cliff. Pepper talked about her experience in Film 33 last Sunday, like a couple days ago, and it's hilarious because, apparently Leslie and one of the first ACs, Enzo, had a slight argument. Um, Enzo was like, "Leslie, I don't like your attitude," and then Leslie responded saying, "Well, Enzo, I don't like your attitude." And then Enzo's like, "Well, you're the second AC, so shut up. You're not supposed to be important. I'm the first AC, so I'm supposed to be above you." And then and then it's just very awkward. And Pepper was there, and Pepper was like, "What the fuck's going on?" And then Cliff told Pepper that Sunday is already kind of smooth, or the Indian professor said that. I forgot, but I told Pepper how chaotic it was on Friday and Saturday, and Pepper's like, "Yeah, that makes sense." And Leslie seemed really pissed. Like Pepper saw Leslie, and Pepper waved hi, and Leslie didn't respond. And then Pepper said hi again, and then Leslie finally responded. Um, Leslie responded with saying, "Oh, I said hi to you already." And Pepper's like, "What?" So yeah, welp, there's that. And then I and Cliff also talked a bit about Film 33 and about how bad it is. Like the organization is so bad, and how the Indian professor wanted to film the short film in 8K, which is absolutely insane, and they had to pick a red camera, even though it wasn't really the right camera of choice. They should have picked an Arri Alexa Mini. And Cliff knows a lot about these like cameras and the color science of these cameras. He's like, well, Arri Alexa creates more sci-fi actually, and red cameras are actually more realistic colors. And Cliff complained how there isn't a color supervisor on set or anything like that, and it was so unprofessional, and that's kind of true. Despite the fact that I don't want to shit on this Film 33 too much, because I'm hopefully going to take Film 33 next semester, and I hope I'm not worse. But he asked me what sort of role do I want to be if I do get into Film 33, and I said UPM. And I'm pretty much final on that, actually. I realize UPM or First AD is a really damn good job for me. It really suits me simply because of how organized I am and how much I plan everything. The fact that this Film 33 didn't even plan for catering and only got the shot list a couple days before the shoot is absolutely insane. The PA recruitment plan failed so hard. And so, yeah, it's just, I think I could do a better job. Now, being first AD is super stressful, but being UPM right under first AD, I think that's my ideal spot. I also thought of being second AD, but really being second AD doesn't mean jack shit. It doesn't mean jack shit. Like, Michelle's sick. She's a second AD, She didn't even have to be there. So yeah, I would like to be UPM. I don't even want to be DP anymore. I want Christian to be DP because he's definitely better than me at this. But I'm still gonna sign up and see how it goes. But I'll let Christian do it. I'll happily let Christian do it because he's a good DP. I trust him. I'd rather be UPM. I think I'd do a damn good job being UPM, honestly. Like last night, I just spent a lot of time thinking, like, ooh, if I was UPM, I would, like, the pre-production, I would assign everyone roles as well, like crowdfunding manager, location scout, location manager, all that stuff. We need a line producer, 2 line producers. Did they even have a line producer this time around? If they got the budget, but they went over budget, so it just goes to show that they didn't have, even if they have a line producer, he or she didn't do a great job. Like, it's just such a mess. I guess the other thing I'd like to say is an ant fell into my cup of water. I almost drank it. Fuck. I hope if I have time today, I go to Ralph's. Just a quick Ralph's to buy some soda, and then honey, just a bottle of honey. That's all I need really. Also, I got a 90 out of 100 in my midterms exam for film history class, which is amazing, awesome. That's an A. But that's also nearly a B. If I drop 1 score below, it's B. Like if I lose 1 point, then it's B. But thank God I got an A. And the professor was like, "Good job, Enoch. You know, you had a miss opportunities here and there, but overall you had a great grasp." And that's great. Like the professor always struck me as a tough grader because of how articulate and intelligent he is and all that. And I looked at the box and whisker diagram, and yeah, it's tough. Like the highest person got 97, not 100, 97, and the lowest person got 70, 60 something, 67 or 70, which is not that bad actually. I mean, for a Hong Konger, it doesn't look bad, but really that's like a C, which is pretty sad. And the mean is like 77 point something, which is horrifying. Oh my god. Or not the mean, that's the median, you know, statistics. But yeah, this means I'll have to work hard for final exam as well, so that I can ensure an A. Alright, time now is 7:07. I just came back from a quick trip to Ralph's. I got more eggs. I could have sworn I bought a pack of smoked ham yesterday, but I don't see it, so I don't know what the fuck happened, so I bought another pack just in case I forgot yesterday. If I have 2 packs of this now, it's totally fine. Okay, soda, because why not? Cake, because fuck. Okay, well, cake. And finally, a bottle of honey. Just a small bottle. Very cheap, $4. Alright, time now is 8:49 p.m. On December 6th. Yeah, so let's quickly talk about today. Went to film history class. Fuck. I went to film history class, which is the final class, by the way. You know, watched the film, which is The Wind Will Carry Us by Abbas Kiarostami, and I guess maybe it's because I just didn't have a lot of sleep lately, but I'm just really tired and I fell asleep in the middle of the movie, and I think that's partially because it's just so cold. I think if the weather is cold, it's easier for me to sleep. But yeah, I fell asleep almost in the first half of the movie, or yeah, just a bulk of the movie, and then in the final half an hour, I was completely awake. And that's pretty much it. So, but I ended up like raising my hand and speaking about the movie, speaking my thoughts about the movie twice. So that's pretty good, making an impression on the professor. I honestly just wanted to like be on good terms with the professor and talk with him more about movies, like personally. But if possible, it would be fucking amazing if he could write me a letter of recommendation, even though it's like impossible. But yeah, both of these times when I raised my hands and asked these questions, the first question I asked was I didn't even ask it. The professor asked about how there's a scene where there's a girl milking a cow, and like like what's so special about that scene? And I just talked about how it's the first scene where we're in a dark room, and all the previous scenes are bright and stuff. And then the second question I basically asked about why Kiarostami only included music at the end, because I also watched Close Up and it's also like that. And then the professor's like, I don't know, I need to watch other Kiarostami films to find out, but I can't recall. And both of these times when I asked these questions, I was like really natural. Like I didn't even have to plan what to say. Like I'm just that confident right now. Um, but yeah, afterwards I wanted to go to Ralph's, so I thought, okay, maybe I can just take bus number one and then go to Wilshire, like I always do, except the opposite direction, or I can just whatever. I'm gonna go on the transit app and see if there's an even better bus route. Turns out there was an even better bus route. Bus 16 directly takes me there, except I went to the bus stop of bus 16 and then I saw the tall white guy, Tyler, and spoke to him a little bit. He asked me if I'm confident with my final exams, and I'm like, yeah. And I asked him how well he did, and I've always, he's like a huge film buff, so I've always thought he's like a really competent student, right? Apparently, he got like a late C, early B, like a top C, bottom B for his assignment for his midterms exam, which is really not good. I got an A, so I did really well. And then he got on the bus, and then I realized, holy shit, this is the wrong direction. So I ran to the opposite street, and it was too late. I watched bus number 16 cross right before me. So fine, I walked to bus number 1, and I waited for 10 minutes. The bus showed up, took the bus, went to Ralph's, walked a lot, and then I bought a bunch of stuff. $22 worth of stuff. So yeah, I'm really spending a lot of money on food. But I think it's good because now I have a lot of options. I even have small things like ginger and lime and stuff like that. I have so many onions. I have so much meat. Also, apparently, the pack of cold meat. Yes, I already bought one like a couple of days ago. So now I have 2 packs of cold meat. I still have a little bit of bacon left. I have so much meat, so much vegetables. I have so much starch. I'm just filled with food, and that's great because I'll never get hungry and I will make myself fat, which is important. And also nutrition. But yeah, I waited in the cold. It's so fucking cold. I spoke with the Thai boy a little bit today, by the way. But yeah, so fucking cold. Yeah, I just waited for the bus for 10 minutes, took the bus back home, and then I ran into Jacob, the Chinese guy, my roommate. And we crossed the road together right outside of our apartment, except he walked in a different way and I walked in a different way, and I thought, okay, maybe he's going somewhere else. But no, he's just taking a very roundabout route to go back home because he doesn't want to cross the homeless zone, which I always cross every single day. There's that. And it wasn't like that huge of a difference. Maybe he's just a fast walker, but it was about like the moment, like about 20 seconds after I came back home, he came back. So it's whatever. And then I cooked myself dinner, a couple lemongrass marinated pork chops, thinly cut, and spinach and tomato salad, and then a bunch of small potatoes fried. That's it. Really nice, and that's it. I also forgot to say that in film 2 today I sat alone without any people beside me. Yeah. This is the first time I actually sat alone in this class. I don't know why, but Michelle, I guess I shouldn't really say her name. But the Indonesian girl that I mentioned a long time ago, that I spoke to on day 1, she looks at me sometimes, but I don't know, she's just really weird. She still like avoids every social interaction possible, except right now she is not wearing any gloves. She always wears blue gloves, but she didn't today, or maybe she didn't in the past few weeks. I just didn't notice. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all for today. So for the rest of the day, I immediately had dinner today because I was hungry. But originally the plan is I come back home and I film and edit my album review in Cantonese, and then I do the Duolingo English test and then dinner. But now I'm gonna film and edit the album review and then do the Duolingo English test and then watch maybe 4, 5, hopefully even 6 episodes of anime, do some college homework, edit my Academy Museum video, edit my college update, and that's it. I think I have enough time, but you never know. And that's pretty much it. Oh, little addendum here. Just some thoughts and feelings, really. I don't know. So Pepper went to Film 33 on Sunday to help out, and she was the first AC. And on that day, there were more behind the scenes photo taken with another camera, and someone took those photos and posted it on Instagram. So there's literally a photo of just Pepper standing right next to the camera. And then Pepper saw that and reposted that on her story to her close friends saying, "Hi, it's me," laughing emoji. And this, and many other instances as well, sort of make me solidify the idea that Pepper's just a very vanilla girl. Like, Pepper's like, "Hi, haha." Like, Pepper's just a very haha girl. But to be fair though, I do think that Pepper's a dash deeper than a lot of basic girls out there, like JT, for example. JT is just the definition of basic. Like, it's so funny, like, even after hearing JT's backstory, I'm not like, ooh, JT's actually, like, complicated. Like, I didn't get that feeling. JT remains as shallow as I have known her. So, yeah. Pepper's a little deeper than that, but only a little bit. Like, Pepper, you can talk about life and stuff with Pepper, and Pepper has her own thoughts, but you can sort of tell Pepper isn't, like, fucked up in the inside or anything like that. There's no way. Unless she's hiding that well, there's no way that she's, she has like a dark side or something. Like, it's basically, at this point, it's impossible. I think I've seen all there is to Pepper. I mean, a theory is she's still hiding like some really fucked up stuff inside her, but because back in secondary schools, girls would be like, ooh, I'm actually really fucked up and like insane, and she would like hint it. Maybe we're at an age where we don't even hint it because it's weird and awkward. It's better to really keep it to yourself. But I truly do think that this is all there is to Pepper. She's just a haha whatever girl. I won't say Pepper is basic, but I would say she's also like not that deep. And it's funny because in today's film class, the professor talked about how Iranian women, Persian women are unintentionally eroticized and sexualized because they are so covered up, and for the Western eye, that's even more eroticized. And how, like, why is this lingerie company called Victoria's Secret? Why is it called Secret? It's because covering things up are sexy in the Western eye, and that goes to a lot of like fetishes, like how people, like BDSM, something like that. And it's very interesting because it works in a psychological way as well, in my opinion. I think that's exactly what makes people like Natalie and Mary so interesting, and that is, like, they purposefully hide I guess I don't know for Mary, but for Natalie, she hides her fucked up side, but it's there, and that makes that side of her so damn interesting because she has to hide it. And the thing with Mary is that I don't really know if Mary's hiding anything or not, but it feels like Mary's hiding everything. That's why she's entirely enticing. She's so interesting because of that. But I feel like Pepper's not hiding something, and even if I think maybe she is hiding, if I can't confirm it, then I, both subconsciously and consciously, won't feel anything, won't feel a strong interest towards her, because I really do not know. So, I don't know. I'm still waiting for Pepper to surprise me. It's been 10 months since I've known her. And I hope there is still like a part of Pepper that's like, like messed up. Like I just really do. All right, so time now is 11:30 p.m. Just finished the Duolingo English test. I used about 45 minutes to finish it. So that's good because that saved me some time. I've been productive. I filmed and edited my Cantonese album review. So for the Duolingo English test, I think I did pretty well. Out of the four fill in the blanks, the last two I fucked up really bad, but the first two I got real lucky because the first one is about biology, is about like eukaryotic cells and all that stuff. I know that shit. And the second one is about something similar, like nutrients or like a food related. It's about like fermented foods like pickles and kimchi. I know that shit. The last fill in the blanks, I fucked up so bad. I have no idea what's going on. It's about restaurant decoration, and I cannot guess for the life of me what word they're trying to say. But it's whatever because I think I did pretty well in all the speaking and all the writing. I think I aced it all. And that's it. I'm also particularly hyped today. Like last time I did the Duolingo English test, I was honestly kind of tired. I tried my best to hold myself together, but today I'm hyped. Like there's a certain energy to me, which is really like wow, damn. And there was a moment when the Duolingo English test asked me to look at the screen because it detects that I'm looking away when in fact that's not true. It's just that my stupid fucking webcam is located below the screen. So every time I look up, it looks as though I'm looking on top of the screen, but I'm actually looking at the screen. So, and apparently in all three of my previous attempts, Duolingo English test had detected that I'm looking away. So at the very end, I added a note saying that I'm actually not looking away. I hope they actually read this note. And yeah, I swear to God, if they still like cancel me for this shit, I'm gonna be so mad. So yeah, that's it. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and I'm going to wake up at 7 a.m. tomorrow, actually, to go to Film 33. I hope Pepper goes. It's been a while since I've seen Pepper. It's been 6 days. It's not a while. It's just 6 days. But still, I want to see her. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But Pepper told me she doesn't want to go just to sit at the side. But I do hope Pepper does show up. And Pepper didn't even ask Hinata to put her on the call sheet. You need to be in the call sheet if you want to be credited. Like, I'm in the call sheet and I don't even attend every single day. And I'm gonna get credited because I'm on the fucking call sheet. So be in the call sheet, And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I don't think, again, to continue with what I was saying, I don't think Pepper has a dark side, like not a psychotic side, like a chaotic evil side, nor a lawful evil side. Like, it would also be really cool if Pepper's secretly very manipulative and like a scammer, like a liar, like Jordana. It's like the difference between Natalie and Jordana. Natalie's chaotic evil and Jordana is lawful evil. Like Natalie's just unhinged, mentally unstable, just runs around with a box cutter, and then Jordana is just more contained. Even though she's not like that now, but before. There's more of a chance Pepper's lawful evil. There's no way Pepper's chaotic. I'm fucking more chaotic than she is. And even more possibly Pepper's not evil, but she's just like naughty, you know. That's entirely possible as well. But yeah, I just hope something like that is the case. You know, I just hope it's something like that. Yeah, that's it. Also, the fucking washing machine, so loud in the beginning of the test. It distracted me so hard. I tried to look at the screen. I don't want to look away or anything. And also, I've been thinking about the Japan trip. I really don't have a lot of time to explore Tokyo, but I really like. There's so many fucking places to go. So right now, I will have all the entire December 21st to myself. Maybe a couple hours on December 22nd, and then on December 24th, we're going to go to Tokyo again because that is the only time my brother can go to Tokyo, okay, and can visit Tokyo, and we have to go to Team Lab Planets. So Team Lab Planets is in Toyosu, and the plan is we're going to go to Akihabara for 3 hours before Toyosu. Which is insane because on December 24th, even if we wake up early, we have brunch, we drive to the train station, and then we take the train. By the time we arrive, we're probably going to be already a little late. We don't have that much time to hang around Akihabara. Besides, I would have already gone to Akihabara. So I don't know their plan, but whatever the plan may be, I have my own plan. So my own plan is, if we arrive a little early, I'm going to go around Tsugiji fish market, even though it's not there anymore. And my mom's like, oh yeah, I've been there, because my mom has been to Tokyo a couple times already. So every time I talk about Shibuya, Shinjuku, my mom's like, oh yeah, I've been there. And it's like, but I haven't, so I'm going. I'm fucking going. I don't care what everyone else thinks. I've never been to Tokyo. I will go. So Tsugiji Street fish market, I'm going. And then afterwards, I actually don't have a lot of time. So from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., we're visiting Team Labs. It's a 2-hour exhibition, but let's say we finish it in 1:30, like in 1 hour and 30 minutes. That means that around 3:30 we leave, and then at 6 p.m., around 6, the family will have a huge beef dinner in Shinagawa. And so I have about 2.5 hours to myself, and that's not a lot of time because I'm planning to go to Shinjuku to explore, and around the time it would be sunset. So it's going to be nighttime. So Kabukicho, that district in Shinjuku is going to be shady. And I want to experience it. And I want to experience it myself for the maximum fear experience, right? Except from Toyosu to Shinjuku probably takes about 40 minutes. And then from Shinjuku to Shinagawa probably also takes another 40 minutes. So that's already like an hour and 20 minutes gone, okay? Just for traveling. And so I really only have about an hour to go around Shinjuku, which is still a lot, until I also realize that I kind of want to visit Shibuya, and it takes like another like 20 minutes to go to Shibuya, and then I need to walk around too. I'm not just gonna go and then take a moment and go back. And it's so different from how like I plan my solo trips in Hong Kong, because I have so much time. Like back in Hong Kong, like even though I don't plan to eat lunch or dinner outside, like right after an early lunch at 1 p.m. I would just leave the apartment and then come back home at 7 p.m. So I have 6 hours to myself, and I could do a lot in 6 hours. Like even though me going to like Tunmun, for example, takes like 1.5 hours. So me going back and forth, it takes 3 hours. But even so, I still got 3 hours to myself in Tunmun. Like my adventure at Tunmun was fucking insane. I don't know how I planned it, but I managed to go to all 5 of the places I planned to go within like 7 or 8 hours, and I didn't even have lunch or dinner outside. I just went boom, 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 and visited all 5 of the places I wanted, and it was a fucking amazing. Honestly, that's one of the biggest achievements like in my history of traveling. Like my Moon trip is a masterpiece. I also want to mention that today in film 2 we had one break, and I instead of going up to the Thai boy didn't show up immediately, so I went up to Harrison instead. And I swear to God, he pulled out a box of Marlboro cigarettes in his bag, and he grabbed one of the cigarettes and tucked it in his ear. I've seen people smoke cigarettes in real life before, obviously, but like I don't know anyone personally who smokes like actual cigarettes. I know people who vape. I vape myself once, but yeah, that's that. It's 12:37. I forgot to mention that I saw Cliff the Malaysian today. I was listening to music very seriously right outside the campus, and I guess my music was just too loud because Cliff called me like 4 times and I didn't respond until the fourth time. And then he told me that my music is real loud. Like even from afar, he could hear my music from my earbuds. Uh, so yeah, that's. Hmm. So apparently, people, whenever I listen to music on the bus, people could listen to what I'm listening to the whole fucking time. Kill me. All right. Time now is 7:26 a.m. on December 7th. Um, okay. It's been a while since I've woken up this early. I slept from 3:15 to 7:15. Um, and that basically means I slept for less than 4 hours. So, yeah, a little bit less than 4 hours. So, yeah, I'm pretty sleepy right now, and there's no way in freaking hell that I'm going to do this 4, 5 days in a row because of Film 33. I'm gonna wake up naturally tomorrow. Please, I'm gonna do that, okay? Um, yeah, yesterday was really productive. I ended up not only finishing the Duolingo English test for the 4th time, but also a couple of anthropology homework. I watched a couple of anime episodes, but only a couple. Like, I never truly finish everything I plan to do in a day, but if I almost finish it, it's already good enough. Yeah, I edited the Academy video, I edited a college update video. It was, yeah, it was quite successfully, um, productive. Unfortunately, Pepper won't show up today. Pepper said she'll only show up if they need her help, if someone call her for help. If someone doesn't call her for help for Film 33, she just won't show up. I mean, she's not on the call sheet either, because she never asked Hinata to add her on the call sheet. So yeah, unfortunately, I won't be seeing Pepper today, which is a little disappointing. So in the Film 33 production, there won't be a day where I and Pepper show up at the same time, unless Pepper's called on. But yeah, today I'm just going to wake up really early and witness the entire Film 33 production from beginning to end of a day. And then tomorrow I'll be late and it's okay because I'm fucking tired. And also, I have other exams to attend to. All 3 of my other classes have final exams. This is the reason why Pepper didn't want to show up every day, because Pepper's got other assignments and exams to catch up on. Well, yeah, me too. So I can't do this every day, okay? Yeah, so right now I'm just gonna eat 3 cookies, change my clothes, and then I'll head out, you know. Whew, damn. It's, I think it's like 6 hours yesterday morning and then less than 4 hours today. So this is going to really hurt me. But hey, at least I think Aoba's showing up today. Aoba, Leslie, Cliff, at least I know they're showing up today. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't even think Evelyn the JoJo fan will show up today. She's not on the call sheet for some reason. Hey, but at least I'll get free lunch. I think that's gonna be cool. It's just kind of sad that the day Pepper is free, I'm not free. Because I wanted to sleep. But then the days when I'm good to go and then Pepper's not going. It could very well be possible that the next time I see Pepper is gonna be December 15th, the hot pot dinner. And then that's it. I mean, to be fair, like back in the end of round one, it was also kind of like that. Like, I don't know when it's the next time I'm ever going to see Pepper. And it's the HKOS meeting, and then that's it. And then we never meet again until round two. But yeah, you know. And that's all I need to say. Oh yeah, last night Cindy asked me to bring this table out because this table is actually belongs to Cindy's room. I sort of knew this was coming, but I didn't even know she's moving out this fast. So I have no idea how the fuck should I like. I still got a bunch of shit on this table that I need to move, and I don't know. I don't know where to move any of this. I need to figure something out. And yeah, I'm going to Amazon and I'm going to buy a table. So I guess I have to do it.
Stop.
Wow, food. Oh my god. This is crazy.
Yeah. Would you say I don't have any more any critical role because
Like the idea is
You know, since I can't say it out loud.
whose verse is this?
too.
Alright, just disappear. I can also bring it in the green room.
Who wants Dane's horror script?
Oh, he's lose focus right now. Oh, wait a second. I think
Oh,
the
you're
closer is
good.
the 1-5. Closer,
there,
closer,
there.
closer, 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 closer.
There.
Oh my god, I love this
Really?
image.
This
Take a
close?
picture.
Whoa.
Michelle's class.
All right, time now is 10:08 p.m. on December 7th. I just came back home about 10 minutes ago, and let's talk about today. Goddamn, am I super tired, and goddamn did many things happen today. But I'm gonna try to keep it short. So, I'm dead inside right now. So, I went to school really early today. I think I arrived at around 8:15. And I thought I would be late, but turns out I think 2/3 of the people in Film 33 are even later than me, and they didn't even do roll call today, so actually it wouldn't really make much of a difference if I didn't show up. This is why I probably won't show up tomorrow, because I want to sleep and I want to catch up on my movies and my TV shows and all that stuff. Yeah. I arrived, and then very soon I saw Michelle. Michelle dressed in all black in her classic all black plus sunglasses plus black mask style. I saw Alba, and then I saw Leslie, and they were pushing some cart, and then I just sat and waited, and then very soon people started joining. Patrick showed up, and I got the camera. I started snapping pics, and I started to go around. Cliff showed up, and we talked and talked and talked, and that's pretty much it for today. So today I didn't spend a lot of time on the set, like inside the studio. Actually, maybe half the time I am in the studio, taking photos and just sitting in the video village, trying to sleep or chatting. Actually, I spent a lot of time today chatting. And then around half the time, or maybe 40% of the time today, from 8:15 a.m. all the way to 9:30 p.m. I also spent about 40% of the time outside of the studio, around the outside area to chat, and then in the cafe to chat. Just a lot of chatting, which is actually really nice and pleasurable. I like chatting with people. So one of the big things today is Michelle's back from COVID. It's her first day back, and she asked me what did she miss. And not much, but there's a lot of drama going on. Leslie and a guy named Enzo had a small argument. There seems to be a bit of friction between Rose and Alba. There's just drama all over the set. And then Michelle filled me in on a lot more. So Michelle told me that she has a list of people she wants dead. Like, she has a death list. And she actually typed the list on her phone and showed it to me. And every single person needs a nickname. So this is where it gets interesting. Right? In a playful, fun, childish way, of course. So, and I wasn't the one who came up with the nicknames. She was the one. So she and Miles were talking about how bad our UPM is. Like, she is mean, verbally abusive, very cocky and bossy. And we really hate her, and we're all afraid of her. So they gave her the nickname Alpha. So Alpha is the number one on the list. And then, surprisingly, okay, so aside from that, we have a guy called Diego, the guy who looks like Freddie Mercury, a Mexican guy. But his nickname is the Fucker. Like, Michelle always refers to him as the Fucker, because he's so full of himself and he always flirts with girls. Like, he saw Michelle moving water to the cafe, and he's like, "Oh, Michelle, let me help." And Michelle's like, "I don't need your help." And he insisted, and it's really awkward. And then when Alba showed up, he flirted with Alba, the Mexican girl. It was very awkward, and according to Michelle, he put Michelle in a chokehold without consent, which is kind of sexual harassment. So yeah, that's problematic. And then aside from that, another person whom she wants dead is there's another person that's like dangerous. I forgot who. But there's like a whole list of like 8-9 people that she's really pissed at. Surprisingly, one of the people there is GR, which stands for Golden Retriever, which is the nickname for Harrison, the blonde guy with the little mustache who's like very chill, who smoked a cigarette yesterday. I was like, what did he do to you? So later in the break, Michelle told me, she said, for a long time she had a thing for Harrison. Like, she had a crush on him or something. But one day, Harrison drunk kissed Alba, the Mexican girl. They were drunk in a bar and they kissed. And then after that, Alba rejected him. Which is fucking crazy. I've never heard of this story. Didn't expect it. And then, so another person on the list is actually Alba, whose nickname is Sunshine. Aside from that, Hinata is also on the list, and her name is the Clown. And that's weird because Hinata is really nice to me, and Alba is also really nice to me. It's just, Michelle hates Alba because of personal reasons. And then there's also Enzo is on that list as well, and Enzo is called Curly because of his curly hair. And then another guy who's supposed to do the storyboards, who quit doing the storyboards, he's called the Weasel. And then our Italian professor is on the list as well, and he's called Rigatoni. Friggin' the actress, one of the actresses on today's shoot, started to direct people. Like he was like, "Oh, you're blocking the fire exit. You know, like what the fuck? You're an actor. Shut up. You know." We all hated her, so she's also on the list. And then like David showed up. So at some point at around 9 a.m., a few people from our Film 32 showed up. Okay, Birkin, Liana, David, Julia, Dominic. You know, they always show up. And they came to realize they got nothing to do. They were kind of pissed and annoyed, and they left. And then the Italian professor was like, "No, we set up a video village for you so that you can sit and watch us and learn. But of course, you can't learn anything just by watching." So they watched a little bit, they got really bored, and a lot of them just left. David stayed behind for a little while, and David and Michelle chatted, and it was nice. But I warned Michelle about David, about how bossy and critical David can be. David's super fucking critical today. Like, David's like, "Oh, that focus pulling is bad. That framing is bad. The production design is bad, blah, 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 blah." I mean, those points are valid, but he's really annoying. So when David's gone, Michelle's like, no, I went up to Michelle and I was like, "Yep, you see my point now." And then so David ended up on the list as well. So a lot of people ended up on the list. Thank God I'm not on it. And that's basically it. And there's also a lot of more drama that happened. Like, I don't know, Michelle heard about how Hinata is being mean to people and stuff. That's why she's on the list. And again, the whole Harrison and Alba thing, that I did not see coming. I really did not see coming. Yeah, it was kind of all over the place. Anyways, I spoke to Cliff a lot. I also spoke to Leslie quite a bit. She seems jolly and happy from one moment to another. But this is the first time in my life seeing Leslie smoke a cigarette. So this is, according to Leslie, today is her third time in her life smoking a cigarette. You know, she's been vaping for a while, and it's nicotine, right? But she's so stressed out, and she's like, "Man, I need to smoke something. I need to smoke something. Oh my God, I feel like I need that energy boost." And she's like, "Fuck, I gotta smoke." So he really went and borrowed a cigarette from fucking Harrison. And like went out to smoke a cigarette with him at some point, which is kind of fucking crazy. It's not that crazy because I've seen people smoke before. I don't know anyone personally who smoke. Maybe this is why it's like a little crazy for me. Like, holy shit, people I know are smoking, and she's not even 18 yet. This is fucking insane, you know. But then at the same time, I also realized, right, Mary also smokes like electronic cigarette. So that's not like out of the world or something, but yeah, fuck. Yeah, and then Leslie's so inclined to say that she's crazy and she's going psycho. I don't know, it's just all talk. But I do like a girl who's like, "Oh, you know, I'm fucking insane." Throw it back to Natalie. But one extremely surprising thing coming from Leslie is Leslie apparently will not do weed. She vowed to never do drugs ever, and the reason is because she thinks drugs will make her go insane, like full-blown insane. I'm a little disappointed because she seems like the kind of person who would do a lot of drugs. Cliff was surprised too, but honestly, I think she wouldn't hold up that promise. She doesn't seem like the kind of person who would hold up that promise. So, yeah, there's that. I realized that, you know, me seeing Justin and Cliff and Pepper and Potter and JT, and they're all like taking weed edible and stuff. And I feel like, man, I'm lagging behind. But then actually a lot of local Americans don't even smoke weed. A lot of them are really like honest. Like Miles was like, "Nope, I won't smoke. I haven't smoked. I won't smoke ever." And then Michelle's like, "Yeah, me too," you know. And I'm like, "Yeah, me too." And they're like okay by it. Like if I have taken weed, if I've consumed weed, in a way I have already passed a lot of people. So you know, remember to not think one side. Think of the other side as well. Yeah, I spoke to Cliff a lot. I was so fucking bored today. I just joked around a lot about, the Italian professor and the Indian professor. The Indian professor didn't even show up today. He's just that fucking tired. Cliff momentarily gave me, Javier showed up. Eric showed up at the very end, but Cliff momentarily gave me, Alba, Leslie, and Javier a coloring lesson. He opened up Da Vinci and we sat on the floor and we looked at like how to color and stuff, which is actually really nice and useful. Like a lot of new useful information that I've never learned before. At some point Alba called for me exactly for the BTS photos. At some point at 3 p.m. or actually even earlier than that, like 1 p.m. the camera battery just fucking ran out. It just died. And I thought maybe there's another battery in the back, but I don't want to care because I don't want to take photos anymore. I'm fucking fed up by it. It's fun for the time being, but too much. But then at the end, Alba called me to do it again. Alba also told Michelle to bring some people to the cafe to prevent people from stealing food. So at around 2 p.m., we actually had a lunch break. This is the first time I had a free lunch because of Film 33. I had half a cup of coffee and then this beef wrap, which is kind of sad because I also ate a chicken wrap yesterday. But whatever, food is food. Beef wrap with salad, not bad. The wrap is not bad. The salad is drab as hell. But yeah, at least it's free food. I'm happy about it. The coffee isn't good. I put 2 packs of white sugar. I put almost 1-to-1 ratio of coffee and creamer. It still tastes like nothing. It still tastes like bitter nothingness. But it's fine because I'm gonna learn anyways. And Pepper didn't show up at all today, unfortunately. But yeah, I saw Pepper's Instagram story and Pepper's hanging out with JT and the Thai boy and other Thai friends. They're studying in a library and Pepper even took a selfie of herself and posting it on her Instagram story, close friends, half her face and saying, when you're so tired but you still have essays and finals, it's so fucking basic. The more, I feel like I've gotten to a point where I've finished digging Pepper. This is it. There's nothing more to her. I just wish that Pepper has the same psychotic quality as Leslie and has the same restraint as Alba. Then that would make her basically fucking perfect. Alba's really restrained today. I spoke to her a little bit about, again, more cultural cross-pollination. Alba showed me, and it's funny because Leslie's right beside her, but Alba asked me and Thomas that. Yes, Thomas showed up randomly out of nowhere, got free lunch, and then fucking left. Alba got these scam texts that are in simplified Chinese, so I read it for her, and then I also got these scam texts from Twitter DMs in Japanese, so she translated it for me, but they're fucking scam, of course, I can immediately tell. And I even, I revealed that my nickname is the Detective, and I showed my Discord username to Alba, and Alba's yeah, this Tante, but it's switched. Because in Japanese, Tante, but in Cantonese, it's Zengtang. So it's switched. But yeah, I'm the fucking detective. And by the end of the day, I was so fucking beat. It was basically a near-death situation for me. I was so fucking tired. Okay, I'm gonna hold on. Okay, I have 6 minutes left. Let's be quick. So, I was so fucking tired. Okay, go back. In the morning, before the lunch break, I went into the set and I was in a trance or something. I said, oh, this is a good set, but the ceiling looks like shit. And I'm like, ooh, I shouldn't have said that because I don't want to offend the art department. And they heard me and they started to talk about what I said. And I felt a little embarrassed. I was saying that to Michelle, of course. But a little later, it seems like they're chill with me, but oof, yikes. There have been moments where I would be talking about Harrison, or I would be talking about the Italian professor, and then the moment I talk about them, they fucking show up, and it's awkward. It's damn, I shouldn't be talking about them. This is partially the reason why we came up with nicknames. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I ate a banana nut muffin at some point in the morning because I was hungry as hell, and then by night at around 9 p.m. I was so fucking beat. I was just so tired. I lost so many brain cells. and I was exhausted, and I don't want to do this film thing anymore. I just want to go home and sleep, eat dinner. I'm hungry, tired, and lost. So I started to just like it was like I'm drunk, and that happens all the time. Like back in secondary school, after a long day, like I just act really drunk. And it was almost like I'm trying to out insane Leslie in a way, because Leslie's also like, oh, I'm fucking crazy, oh. But I'm like kneeling on the floor, like covering my head like this. I'm just like, and I'm just trying to defend myself, you know. But it's a-okay, right? It's a-okay. Eric showed up at the end. Eric has never helped this class before, not much, anyways. And Eric showed up, and Hinata saw him, and it's like, yeah. So yeah, you know, in conclusion, today's quite interesting. I learned a lot of juicy drama. You know, so this is the third case of a romantic incident that I know of. First with Eric, between Eric and Hinata with their fling thing. Then with Miles and Yulia with their failed coffee date. And then on top of that, we have Harrison and Alba's drunk kiss. All three of them are failures, right? And yeah. So right now I don't have a lot of time. I'm gonna cook myself dinner. I don't even know if I have the time to watch movies, let alone edit the videos and do anthropology homework. Fuck me, I'm not going tomorrow. I still have a small hope in my heart that Pepper is like have a dark side. But that's probably not gonna happen. That's okay. I have a whole month of isolation to think about that. Okay, bye-bye, good night. Oh look, my roommate's hair! Yeah, so I moved everything in this table. The clock, the small chunk of fake teeth, the dirty clothes are down there right now. All this stuff are cleared. I sucked them all right here. And my roommate, Cindy, has taken a lot of stuff as well. She didn't give me my chopsticks, and a few of the forks and knives are fucking gone. They're disappeared. And she also took the soap pumps and the dish soap pumps, which is my fault. I forgot to ask her to buy them back, but it's fine. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, that sucks. Yep, and then mix. Okay, gonna wash this thing. And then I'm just gonna pour the whole thing. Yep. There we go. Very saucy. Alright, well, let's try how it tastes. First with the bok choy. Wow, very saucy and creamy. I love it. I wish it's even creamier, but this is pretty much the consistency I'm looking for. Okay, whew. Cheers. Alright, even though I cleared all my storage space in my phone, I still have 40 minutes. I only have 40 minutes left in my storage space. That's great. Time now is 12:31 after midnight. I'm gonna be quick. I'm gonna wrap it up today. In fact, there's a little more I would like to say, actually, but I kind of forgot. Udav is on Michelle's list as well. Udav is on Michelle's death list. Yeah, I feel like I don't want people to... I want people to think I'm a little more complicated than that, you know, like when I was like doing this near the end of today, because I was like a little, you know, I was really tired. I was like doing this when I was thinking about Harrison and Alba and what happened between them, and Michelle's like, ooh, he's going into detective mode. That's actually really cool. I want people to know me as the detective as well. But Michelle gave me a nickname, even though I told her it's detective, and she said, no, I'm gonna give you a nickname, and she ended up with Leech, and I'm like, what, leech? And she's like, no, the fruit leech, and I'm like, oh, lychee. And that's extremely funny because in my Chinese name, if you read my Chinese name in Cantonese, the first two words, the first two characters out of the three is kind of pronounced like lychee. So she's like, wow, dude, what a good nickname. I'm just so good. And yeah, that's that. But yeah, Udav showed up for a little while, and it was really awkward because apparently Udav has been sexually harassing girls by asking girls if they have an American green card and if he can propose a marriage. And I know he's sort of joking, but it also felt really serious. And Michelle was like, no, he's fucking serious. And Udav was like, Michelle said Udav even wanted to give money just to marry people, which is you know, funny and crazy and creepy. And Udav showed up at the cafe today with Javier, and Thomas was there too, and I was like, you know, chatting with him. At one point it got awkward, like all four of us got quiet, and Udav noticed it, and Udav was like, why are you guys suddenly quiet? What's going on? And I'm like, I'm just tired, you know, like I lost so many brain cells, blah 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 blah. I'm just so good at acting. Holy shit, I'm so good at acting. So yeah, I want people to know that, ooh, this Enoch guy, he's not just like an innocent haha boy. You know, he knows shit. He collects drama. He collects secrets. So I wanted to build that sort of reputation, and I wanted to sort of have an eccentricity. Another thing is yeah, we just like looked at a lot of memes. I even showed some memes to like Alba and Leslie, even though they probably wouldn't like really laugh at it or anything. Yeah, I talked about how like for next semester Film 33, if I do get in, I want to be UPM. But yeah, all that stuff. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it, really. Anyways, I moved the table away now. It's gone. Goodbye. I've been having this table for a while, and also I injured my finger right here. My acne's fucking back again. Just when I thought I can finally have a break from acne, no, more. It's just nonstop. I can't stop it. I don't know why. But yeah. I don't know. I just really wish there's a sort of eccentricity to Pepper. Like, I don't even know what's her favorite food. Like, usually for people, for instance, Natalie really loves coffee. Coffee is her thing. And so, like, she gets excited when she sees coffee, and Coca-Cola as well. Like, that's her thing. Like, she has a favorite food item, or how... I think it's just Natalie being kind of eccentric. I don't know anyone else who like, specifically loves a food. But then you also get this, like... Oh, yeah, I don't know, Pink likes badminton, which came out of nowhere. Pink does yoga, but that was sort of late, you know, that was sort of late. Let me think. Like people like Natalie and Jordana and Mary, or old Jordana and old Pink, they had well, I won't include Pink, okay? But these people, they had a sort of eccentricity to them. But I really can't find any eccentricity in Pepper. Like, someone like Anne. Anne is like a mean little tsundere girl. Like, she's not normal at all. I don't look at her like a normal person at all. Olivia is like an alien. She doesn't understand, like, human interactions and shit. And the way she acts is just so, like, weird and meek. Like, they're also very vibrant characters, yet 10 months with Pepper, and I noticed not much. The more I see her Instagram stories, the more I learn about her, the more I talk to her, the more I just think she's just a haha, nice, basic girl. And that's it. I mean, yeah, she's not terrible looking, okay, and she's nice, but I mean, I feel like my demands are too high, because to be extremely fair, the only few people I could think of who like really like has the eccentricity to wow me is Mary and Natalie and maybe old Jordana, but I will never like get close to old Jordana. But Mary and Natalie, and that's pretty much it. And it's extremely difficult to find another Mary. It's extremely difficult to find another Natalie. Yeah, but even so, I feel like to a small or somewhat moderate degree, Pepper is still not as interesting as other side girls like Anne and Olivia, and even people like Wendy and Pink. I don't know. I feel like my demands are just too high because I'm a little fucked up, which is bad. I'm coming to terms with my own worldview, and I'm recognizing that it's only my own worldview, and that's sort of sacks my creativity a little bit. But yeah. I don't know. But the fact that Pepper never like told me about the Thai boy and JT like studying with them. Again, she's not obligated to tell me everything, but like it just goes to show that Pepper still wants a certain distance between her and me. Like she doesn't want me to be in all parts of her life. Nor do I really want her to be in all parts of my life, to be honest. But she probably wants more of a separation than I do. And it also goes to show that, yeah, I mean, she's just, okay, so aside from next Wednesday, they're really probably, and next Wednesday is already 12:15, right? That's probably the last time I'll see Pepper in round 2. The next time I see her will be the last fucking time I see her in round 2. I really hope at some point I get to, have a photo shoot. I want her to put makeup on me as well, but that's probably not going to happen until 23. But if all goes according to plan, December 15th will be the last time I see Pepper, and then that's it, and then round 2 fucking ends. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's really important. So I and Cliff also talked about the short film he's making. And I said I would like to be UPM or First AD or something like that. And Cliff said, well, Pepper's not going, right? And I'm like, yeah. And Cliff's like, okay, I'll get Pepper on. And that's actually kind of good. Normally I wouldn't like people who's really close to me to go to things and witness things and I'm not there. I feel jealous. But this time it's good. I want Pepper to experience and witness a bunch of things that I don't get to witness and experience. I want to get jealous. And that jealousy may make it better for me. Because it's always been like that, okay? Like, I'm always jealous of Natalie, and I never really, like romantically love Natalie, but I find her, like, one of the most interesting aspects of Natalie is that she's seen so much that I haven't seen, and I'm so fucking jealous. Yeah, that's that. I literally have no time. I'm gonna watch a 2.5 hour long movie, and by then it's already gonna be 3. Alright, time now is 1:14 p.m. on December 8th. Yeah, so, I went to bed at 4:25 and I slept until 12:20, but then I went back to bed a little bit. I naturally woke up at 12:20. I went back to bed a little bit, woke up at 1. That's pretty much it. It really hurts. My finger really hurts. So yeah, so today is a Thursday and usually nothing happens, but today is also Film 33 shoot. Day 6, I think it's the 6th day of shoot for their short film, but I'm not gonna go today because I'm extremely tired. I want to sleep and I want to rest up. I want to catch up on the movies and the animes that I have been not watching, even though I plan to watch them, and finish all the homework assignments that I have yet to finish. Yeah. That's pretty much it. I would also like to order a table and maybe some chopsticks on Amazon if I have time. And that's pretty much it for today. Nothing all that crazy is gonna happen. Yesterday I told Aoba that I've never been this busy in my whole life, and she's like, yeah, me too. And she said she doesn't even have time to watch movies. And then I realized, damn, like, not only am I really busy, but I'm also taking time out to watch movies and make YouTube videos and film these vlogs. Like, I am doing more than what I should be doing in a 24-hour time range, you know? So, yeah, I'm pretty insane. Like, in a parallel universe where I don't have a YouTube channel and I don't watch that many movies, I probably would have a lot more free time than this. So yeah, I'm really, it's my bad. This is why in 2023 I'll stop, like, putting up vlogs on the main channel. I'll still vlog, but not on the main channel. And at some point, maybe in 2024, I'll just stop vlogs. I'll just stop vlogging at some point. But that is when I'm comfortable with it, But yeah, I also want to spend some time clearing storage space in my phone. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with my phone, but it just has exponentially less and less storage space. I think it's the photos and the screenshots, really. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna eat some cereal for breakfast, maybe a sandwich for lunch. And yeah, I won't go out today at all. So whatever. Yeah. I don't know. Yesterday was still a thing. I find myself listening to sad, dreary music again after 5 years. Like 4 or 5 years ago, I would listen to a lot of Radiohead and Proto Martyr and Swans and Death Grips because I just got into them, and the sadness of these types of music really resonate with me. But then the more I grow up, the more I slowly transition to just loving pop music. So my most played songs and artists of 2022 this year are actually like K-pop and J-pop and just like breakcore, just very bright, very synthesized, sweet stuff, because it really makes me high and compel me to live to the fullest and not give up in the world of Los Angeles, in the brutal, hostile world of Los Angeles. But lately, I've been going back. I've been listening to some Swans and Proto Martyr and Death Grips, and last night I binge listened to a lot of Radiohead, and it's like I'm going back. Even though nothing bad happened yesterday, there's certain ominousness yesterday. Seeing Leslie smoking a cigarette with Harrison, or I don't know. Again, just my perception of Pepper really changes drastically every single week, honestly. After Thanksgiving, I basically came to a conclusion because of my talk with Potter. Basically came to a conclusion that it's okay if we just stay being friends forever. But then I realized lately that I really don't have anyone else, and she's actually not bad. So I don't really know on that department. Yeah. I look forward to going back to Hong Kong, but I kind of wish I had stayed. Because I get to at least practice Duolingo with Pepper. Because Pepper has to do the Duolingo thing before February hits, which is not that far from now. And yeah. I just remember how yesterday, like, we were all sitting at the Video Village and we're all just so fucking bored. And I got so bored I started searching up people's names on Google. Like, I was Googling professors' names, but at some point I just started Googling my classmates' names on Google and just like showing pictures of them. And you can actually find some of the people on the pictures, you know, on Google Images. You can actually find certain people. And it's just a lot of fun. And then at some point I got so bored I started to read manga. I started to like look at Google Maps of Japan, like Tokyo, and like the Tokyo metro, the Shinkansen, how to get to places. And it's just like, so bored. Okay, let's assemble a quick sandwich for lunch. First of all, a slice of cheese. I just toasted these bread, by the way. Slice of cheese, bunch of cucumber. This is 1/3 of a cucumber, and it's still more than enough. Okay. That's it. Okay. Whatever. Like that. Add 3 slices of smoked ham. Just like that. And then finally, a dollop of honey barbecue sauce. There we go. Yep. And then, boom. There we go. That's the sandwich. Alright, time now is 6:52 p.m. Just had a half an hour phone call with my mom. I really don't have anything to say. Maybe it's because I'm just really tired today. I do want to say a couple of addendums from yesterday. So yesterday, David the Swede was having a cultural chat with Leslie during lunch, and David talked about how he went to China and how he went to like a Shaolin temple and Dengfeng and stuff like that. And he talked about how he went to Shenzhen, but his pronunciation wasn't so good. So, and at first I also didn't know what he's saying. I thought he said Changcheng. And so Leslie talked about Changcheng as in like the Great Wall. And then I later clarified for her like Shenzhen, and Leslie was like, "Oh, Shenzhen, I've never been." Another thing is yeah, in the same conversation, like Leslie was like, "If you really like the natural stuff, go to Yunnan." And I just cheekily said Yunnan mi xian, you know, like Yunnan noodles, because I like that. So she's like, "Yeah, it's good." Okay, a little bit later, another real cultural moment was when I and Alba are talking about like how you can tell an Asian American, like between an Asian American and just an Asian. Like I said Asians are generally sadder. and like and just unhealthier. And Alba, I guess Alba couldn't really like know because Alba knows more Asians than Asian Americans probably. But in a way, it's true. And then I talked about how like a lot of Americans believe college is the most stressful time in their lives, but I think Asians generally think the secondary school or high school life is the most stressful. And Alba's like, yeah, that's true, you know. Like back in secondary school, like back in high school for Alba, she didn't make any friends. And I can tell, I can definitely tell because she's very quiet. Um and I'm like, yeah, me too. And then Alba talked about how like it's so strict and how you can't dye your hair and all that stuff. And I talked about, yeah, you know, like my pants are not long enough, so the prefect gave me a black mark. and like and Alba's like, yeah, if you don't wear a belt you're gonna get a black mark. And so that's that. Um yeah, that's it. I just wanna say that I'm feeling the ending right now. Like the end of round two, it's hitting me. And maybe it's because of that I'm beginning to feel kinda, I wouldn't say melancholic, but a sense of finality in my life once again, just like the end of round one. But this time it's even bigger because it's the end of 2022. So yeah, it's beginning to end because I feel like I'm actually not that busy now. Yeah, I'm busy, but um the classes are ending. I got the final exams. That's it. Um like in October and November, I'm bombarded with things, you know, the film festival and whatever this and whatever that. Like short films, all of us shoot, but now it's like it's over. This is it. That's it, man. There's nothing else to it. So I don't know. Yeah. I'm feeling the end. I'm feeling the ending is coming right now. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Um yeah, not much else really. Not much else. All right, time now is 10:58. Um yeah, I'm let's wrap it up today. Not much happened today, honestly. It's been a very minimalist day. I did speak to Pepper a little bit. So the thing is, Miles and Betsy and apparently also David and Andrew and multiple people have been complaining about how poorly they were treated in film 33. And so today, our Italian professor actually wrote us, all the Film 32 students, an email apologizing on behalf of Film 33, which is kind of funny. Um, I never really saw that coming. But yeah, after that, there has been some discussion on the Film 32 Discord, asking what's going on, what happened. And Pepper asked me, like DM'd, like Pepper WhatsApped me, you know, asked me what happened, so I told her about it. And she's like, what the fuck, with a lot of F's. And Lama with a lot of A's. No, she didn't say that. She was like, yeah, I think she said that. I don't know. But Pepper is kind of like that, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't done anything like homework related today so far. Given how late I woke up, I spent most of the day today just doing personal stuff, and by that I mean watching movies, animes, editing videos. But yeah, I hope I have enough time to finish everything I want to finish today. And yeah, I don't know exactly when will Cindy leave. Maybe Cindy have left already. I don't really know. I don't think she's gone yet. I think she's just in the process of moving. But yeah, that's all. That's all, I guess. Yeah. I think I dreamed about going to Japan again this morning. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to think of right now, honestly. It just feels like the end. You know, it just feels like the end. Oh, Andrew DM'd me on Discord asking me how's the editing. I haven't edited his scene at all since we've met, but I will edit some, so I'll tell him later. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Tomorrow I will have to go to the script writing club meeting for the last time. Hopefully people show up, and so I might as well go earlier to help out with Film 33. Yeah, that's all, free lunch, So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Alright, finally got back my Duolingo English test results, and out of 160, my goal is 140, but really, I need to be at least 120 to get into UCLA or USC. No, actually 130 to get into USC. I don't need to care about the UCLA. But yeah, anyways, out of 160, I got 155. Let's go, boys. Let's go. You don't mess with the detective.